I'm Sil Curiati. Welcome to my channel, Story by Sil Curiati. Here, you'll get some tips and tricks to become a great storyteller. And if you're already a great storyteller, you can use this to brush up your skills. If you like this content, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and clicking on the bell to get the notifications. This is the third part of the series, What Not to Do When All They Want Is to Hear a Good Story. If you did not watch the previous videos, just click up here on the link so you can catch up. We already talked about some historical issues we face when telling stories, and the fact that we should not meet too many standards. Just little improvements every day will make a difference. We also talked about not putting our past self in the center of the narrative. And this is very important because you should be talking about the person you're becoming every day. And today I'm going to talk about something that's pretty simple, but not all of us really care about it when we're preparing a narrative. This is something you should not do. Do not create a one-size-fits-all narrative. It seems obvious. Most of us do not love one-size-fits-all clothes, right? With talking, it's just the same. But because the story we are giving is about ourselves, we tend to think it's a one single story. And that's the story I have. How can I come up with 10 different stories about myself? We tend to believe it doesn't need to change, but it does. And in fact, it's not only about style adjustments or chronology. I'm talking about the information we use to shape it. That information also needs to change. What I mean by that is there are lots of pieces of information about yourself. There are tiny little things you know about yourself and I don't. So choose the information you want to give accordingly. To some people who interviewed me in the past, I did not hesitate to tell them that I'm a competitive ballroom dancer who won a lot of trophies. But why would I say this in an interview? Well, basically, being a competitive dancer gave me a lot of skills that I still use and apply to my job to this day. I am flexible but determined. I dance to the song that's playing, as in a metaphor. Because I'm a ballroom dancer, I let someone else lead me. I can be led, although I do have to know exactly how to move myself on the floor. Plus, I have to do that backwards, on high heels, without losing balance. It's much harder for women, yes, I must agree with you. Jokes aside, a lot of what we do in our lives adds us skills that we don't even mention in our conversations. So your story, the story that you're telling each person that you meet, is the place for you to add those skills. Now imagine that you're building your brand. There are certain pieces of your story that you should repeat to everyone. If you're a badass woman and you like to be seen as such, just go ahead and say that and repeat that every time you have a chance. But there are tiny strategic pieces that you could give away here and there. Not all the pieces to all the people. With that, you build an image that's much more complex and interesting. And remember, your audience tells you all you have to know about your storytelling. Who they are, where they come from, what they do, what they like, why they are there. Will help you understand if you should tease them, maybe go straight to the point, if you should tell your story in chapters, in a certain order, or if you could move freely back and forth. So pay attention to these clues. You're going to be able to create different and interesting stories, which by the way, are all true about yourself. If you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.